Alright, so this is a 2016 Town and Country, Chrysler Town and Country. I removed the three screws from the back with a torque 30. There's 3 bolts in the back. Open the door, and then from there, same place, I removed the first 2 from the bottom, and the third one actually, these 3, and then just hand pried that one, and work my way up. Same thing on this side, work my way up. Same thing, watch out with this one. As soon as you pull the thing open, you want to take the whole thing off, but watch out, this is connected to your locking mechanism. And just keep going your way up until the door kind of pops open, the panel, pops open, and over here's the panel. Alright. In this panel, I'm going to show you how you can see. You got 1, 2, 3 on the back side, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, 7, 8. And there's this little sucker right here that got me this one, and actually this one too. I think this one's still here, stuck to it. I'll pop it off right now. Those 2 are the ones that kind of got me. I just yanked it off, got happy. So I would suggest put your hand through the inside and try to jimmy that one out. I kind of got one of those long screw one. Kind of popped that one out, and that's when I got happy and popped that one out real quick. Other than that's pretty much simple on that. Alright, let's go back to the next step. I'll stop the video right now and record again once I get to the next one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off those bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's the 10th one right here. Alright, sorry guys, one more thing. There's a screw right here that goes right here. As soon as you take the first assembly off, you can see it goes right here. You take that one off, and it goes, see right here. You just pry this off, and there's a screw right here. It's torque 15, and right here. So take that one off, and same thing on the back. There's this this one goes right there. That's the first thing you want to take off, this one. And then you go to the door handle assembly. Right there. Pry that one off. Off this one. And then there's a screw right there. Before you do the back. Pry off the back. Alright guys, before I took off all the bolts, I remember that I need to lower the window, about that much, not all the way down, just enough where you see this little bolt right there, and lower it, loosen that one up, and then we're going to raise it up again, and we're going to loosen the bolt that's going to be right in that area. After that, take the window all the way up, secure the window up with tape or whatever you have on hand, just so it won't go down, because it's going to be loose. Be very careful with that. And after that, we're going to start taking off the assembly. I left only 2 bolts, one there and one down there. Also, there's this bolt that goes right there. The screw, that goes right there, and that's going to be for your ground mechanism. Oh, and also left this one so I can open the door for right now. So, alright guys, I'm going to keep going and see you in a bit. Alright, if we do it right, then we took the one here first, just loosen it up, and then we got this other one, raised the window up, and as you can see I put tape and I put all these, this one doesn't make a difference. Just found this piece of wood, but what I did, I put my stakes in there for the prying off, and that should be able to work. Raised it up and then lower it down. If we do it right, then when we lower it down, it's going to come down. Here's where that window would sit. If I lower it down more, this will be the other one showing. All right, time to take off these three bolts here and start working our way. I managed to take it off. It's almost completely off, as you can see. All we need to get is the back part. In here, you'll find two things. One, there's a one right here, one of these that holds. Let's see if I can get it for you guys. Get it out. All right. The one on the top right here holds this one, which in turn goes to the outside door. The easiest way to kind of take it off, I kind of took it maybe the halfway out, sat right here, sat my big bud right there, and took one of my eyeballs kind of in there. I can't see if I can focus, and I slide this one out, and the ball kind of goes in. So when I'm going to put it back, I'm going to go in the same way. Throw that in there, put the ball first, and then just slide it in there, and then connect this one up there. All right, the sun's kind of hitting it, so let me see if I can close it up and give you guys a better view. All right, so what I was talking about is this one right here. Goes on the inside, and let's see if I can focus for you guys. That right there, it's not focusing, but you get the idea. That's the outside door handle, and that's what, to open the door handle. It's right here. All right, I had seen a video where one guy was actually saying the way they put these panels in there, they put it in one piece. They're not putting all this together, taking all the small things out. So that's what I'm trying to figure out too, while making a video for you guys, how we can save some money. What else? Oh, this one right here. This one goes right here. It's three screws. You will be able to see two, and then there's one right behind it. One right there. So that's your third one. And now I took it off, and same thing. It snagged somewhere. I'm like, where did it snag? It snagged right here. There's another one, and it's right. Where was it? Right here. It was right. Let's see, that little hole right there. All right. Also, before I started all this over here on this side, I went ahead and with a 10mm right here, took this screw off, and then right underneath the hinge, I took that screw off too. All right. Next step is to take the whole mechanism out. This part, these two screws is what, like everyone says, it connects to the window. It's the window holder or slider. I don't know how proper term for it. And all right, hopefully next pause I can take the whole thing out. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible with as much information. So I would suggest probably pause the video or take some screenshots of it. That way you can go through the guide, through the taking parts off as I'm taking them off. Alright guys, so it is possible to take it all in one piece. You kind of just jimmy it out, wiggle it out. So what I did on this, let me see if I can get a better shot. Put the camera back here. Alright, there we go. See. So what I did, I got this part, got it out. There's this part right here that's going to snag back here. So just try to pop it out. As soon as it pops out, push it up at an angle. And this part, there's this bar, this one right here that sits on it, almost touches it. That's the part you want to get out. Also on the bottom, there's this wire that connects right here, goes all the way down. If you follow it, it connects to the door. I was about to disconnect it, but I said, let's give it a try before I take it off, and I did it. I took it out. Hopefully putting it back together is gonna take a little bit more time, but being more careful too. I don't want to break things, but what I did. Oh yeah, I did break the part that connects to it. And instead of pushing it down, I pushed it up and I broke it accidentally. So I did break that part off on the other side, on the door side. So be careful. Take the lock off. It's a red lock. Take it off and then press and pull. I did the complete opposite. I took the lock off and I pulled up and pulled and it broke off. Anyways, so here's a part right here that we need to take off. Let me see if I can take it off and put the new one back on there. Alright, let's see if we can set this without putting too much pressure on that wire. Alright, so this thing, I moved the door and it fell off, and since it's in this position, I'll show you the back side of it. Right here is the top right of the window, goes on this side. This will be the left one. So you see when you lower it down, you have to lower it all the way down to that little hole right there to unscrew it. And then the other one, obviously, I just left it exactly where I unscrewed the other one. And here's the back side of it. So it's basically all one piece. Like the other YouTube video had shown the guy. He didn't show much detail on it. He kind of just showed it on the side of the grass. And just talked about how, you know, he took it apart, tried it in one piece. This is basically what we get, the one piece. Alright. Here's the front side. I already kind of put it up in more or less in its place. Again, we take this part off. And I think it's this screw right here you take off. Comes the whole assembly. And alright, let me take it apart. Sorry for that background noise. I got this guy, he just showed up and offered me 20 bucks. I mean, offered 20 bucks to cut the grass, and I was about to start cutting the grass right now, but he needs help, so I let him have it. Alright, so it was that screw. I'm sorry. It's a torque 15. And then in the back, I took off, well, didn't take it off, just kind of took it off its hinge. But it goes right here. It snaps in. So right now this thing, but there's this little clip. Let me see if I can get it up there. There's this clip right here. You press it, it releases, and then just goes at an angle. You don't have to take it off if you don't want to, but see right there, it's just a little. You guys shimmy it out. You see that's little. Alright, and that's what basically holds that window in place, goes up and down. Alright, take this little, I'm going to take this little orange off. Once we take it off, it's, take the metal off the orange tab, it should come right out. Alright, and here we have it. This is the original, and this is the one I ordered at Amazon. Actually, I think the guy had said about 25 bucks. Actually, I found it for $17.99. We'll see how long it lasts. I'll make note of that. Probably put a little mark on here when I put it on there. So if it breaks down again, when I take it off again, or actually maybe just write down here the information. That way I'll know. And know how long it took before it broke down. Obviously this one, if they put it in 2016, it took lasted 2 years, and this store is the one that gets used the most. And probably, I don't know what happened, why it failed that soon. And obviously this video is for you guys and for me also, so when I do the other side of the door, or I have to do that again, I'll just look at the video and remember everything, how I took it apart and put it back together again. You see this, there's the green one, that's for the right side door, right passenger side door, sliding door, and then the red one is for the driver's side door. But maybe what I'll do is keep that orange one, or the original one, just take off the screw. There's a little screw on that side, sorry, right here, take that one off and then just switch it over to this side. That way I'll maintain at least this original. I mean, it looks kind of solid, but you know, that's the original part, so I just try to keep the original part on there, that if possible. Alright, put this thing together again and see If I run into any snags, I'll make note of that. If not, put this one on here. The tab right here is just to press in to disconnect. And sorry for the background noise again. As soon as I turn the camera on, the guy, I guess he hears me and wants to do a blow over here. So alright guys, well, if any snags, I'll make note of that. That way you guys be aware.